Alright, what's going on, beautiful people? So, I'm making this video to tell you guys that one time I was wrong. Alright. Back in 1996, I predicted the World Series, and I said, no, I'm just kidding. But the thing in my past, the thing that I used to be into, is not using any indicators. I used to, I don't know, it sounded smarter. There is something to be said for it. I do oftentimes like to have charts that I'm not using any indicators on for entries or just to give me a different picture of things, but I do see a solid reason for a lot of different indicators and why we can and should use them, because essentially when you're trading against the big guys, or when you're just trading in general and you're just a retail trader, or else I'd like to say a retard trader, you don't have as much information as the big guys. So it's always a fight for information. Information is power. Power is money. Money is power. Bing, bang, boom. So you want more information. Indicators can't give you that. Now, the reason I was so against indicators in the past is because like one or two indicators here or there, they can't really make decisions for you. They shouldn't be used to make decisions for you. They should be used as a part of the picture that you're building to help you make a decision. So I don't advise using indicators to make all your decisions, or every time the 9 crosses the 20 EMA to jump in there, or every time you hit a supply zone to sell and it demands a buy, or anything simple like that. But I do like using the indicators just because, so a lot of things, like I was noticing, I might draw some supply and demand zones myself in the morning. And so why? Like, why am I wasting my time doing this when I could be doing something better with my time and just have a freaking indicator throw the supply and demand zones out for me? You know, you could sit here and mark off the swing high of every recent, move every 10 minutes, or you could just have an indicator do it for you. So VWAP's one that I've always been a proponent of, even when I was more against indicators. But they really do help you have a better picture and get a little bit more of a fair game going with the big boys who have much more information than we have. So every algorithm, every institution, every big time trader, every hedge fund, everybody who's moving the market, every market maker has all of the information that we're trying to get from these indicators already. So we're just trying to keep up. So that being said, I have been talking about indicator pack that I've been using a lot lately called AlgoBox. It's pretty sweet. So this is actually my computer that does not have AlgoBox on it. Now, even though this one doesn't have AlgoBox on it, it used to. This is my laptop. Used to have AlgoBox on it running. Doesn't anymore. But this is what's left of the features that are still there, even once I got rid of the software and didn't pay for a second license on it. So I have my main license on my main computer. But so these bars that you see here, these are algo bars. You see the big X over the screen. That's honestly my favorite feature of AlgoBox is the speedometer, which it gives you bars per minute over here. And basically when the market's too slow, it puts a big old X on your screen and tells you to go away. So I like that because I can just put all the different markets up on my screen in my office, and I can just peek in, and I see X's everywhere. I know that I have no interest. I can go about my day. I can go mind my business. I can go do something else. I look in there and I see there's no X's and everything's flying, and the VIX ticks are going crazy. Then I know I want to jump in and sit down and get to work and make some money. So it helps me just even make the decisions of, do I even want to trade today or not? Do I even want to look at this hour, or do I want to wait till the close, or wait till tomorrow's open, or wait till the London open, or whatever? So that's one thing that I don't know if Vinny cares that these things stick around even once your license expires. I'll let him know, and he'll probably fix it so that it won't do that anymore. If he didn't mean for it to, but honestly, a lot of the best features that come with AlgoBox do vanish, and some of the things you're seeing on my screen actually have nothing to do with AlgoBox as well. But it lets you keep the algo bars, which I like. They're just kind of slightly differentiated Renko bar, basically, but great for something different to use besides time bars. Time bars are good for certain things, but it's nice to have different perspectives too. So another thing I'm using that is not from AlgoBox is, you see these numbers down at the bottom of the screen. That's a bar timer. So these are 2 algo bars. So you could also, if you don't want to use algo bars, probably use Renko bars. I bet it'll look about the same. So boop. Yeah. That's the change from Renko to Algo. Um, Not much. There's no overlap. I'm sure you can probably find a setting to change it. That's why I don't run the software on my laptop because it's kind of laggy. So best for a desktop, best for an i9 desktop with a good chip in there, good CPUs, good speed, all that good stuff. Um, so, anyways, this is what it would look like with just Ranko bars. If you prefer the Ranko bars, I've gotten used to the Algo bars a lot, so I like to use those in my entry charts sometimes. Most of the time, I'd say. So, the X is a psychology feature. I'm going to turn it off. You see it also says do not trade here, but because I'm not using time bars, this tells me how long it takes for each bar to complete. So I can use this to see that, okay, so 6 minutes ago, bars were completing in 3 seconds. But then they started taking a minute to complete one bar, and then it took 3 minutes to complete bars, and then they were completing, I don't know if this just skipped them or that might be when I logged off for a second or something. Um, and now it's taking almost 4 minutes to complete this bar. So you can see it sped up for a minute, and now it's slowing down. If it's slowing down, you know that it's probably going to grind in the direction it's going. It's going down. It's probably going to slowly keep grinding down, or trade sideways and keep going. Whereas if the speed's going really fast, it's either breaking out or reversing, which is when you want to catch it. So I love that feature. And this bar timer feature is actually not an algo box feature. This is a different indicator that I found. I find these things, I test them, I play with them, and I see what I like. If I like it, I use it. VWAP to me is crucial. NinjaTrader doesn't come with a good VWAP that I know of. It has that order flow VWAP, but when I put it on my screen, nothing shows up, and I don't want to mess with it. So I like this one. It's a free one I found. Downloaded it, plugged it in, made a few adjustments to make it color I'm used to, and here we have it. So um, also these volume levels, like this right here, this block, this block, this block, are all um, different previous volume levels to pay attention to. You see the volume profile here. The clouds that you see are just basically Bollinger Bands. This thing on the side here, um, this is part of something called Iceberg Order Flow. Now, it only gives me this like order flow bars here. Um, it used to see these numbers here that you can't really see. Those used to be bigger, and you used to be able to see them until NinjaTrader updated, and they haven't kept up that indicator with the updates. That's another great thing about Algo Boxes. Vinny keeps up on his updates. Like that won't happen with Algo Box. Like within a week or two, it'll be fixed instantly, and it'll be good to go, and probably better. And he's always improving it too. So I paid for Algo Box one time, and every improvement, every feature that he adds, I just get it because I paid for the whole lifetime membership or whatever you call it, license. Um, Whereas with a lot of other companies, they come out with a new indicator. You buy that new indicator if you want it, and if you don't have it. You just get what they gave you in the first place. So that's one thing I like about AutoBox. I know it's a little bit pricier, but I also know that for some of the guys in my group who really might not be able to afford it, or like they're still sim trading, they're just learning, they're trying to learn, they're struggling through maybe some some valuation accounts or something, starting on future, been trading options for a while and got the hang of that now, trying to do the day trading and stuff for futures. A few of you guys that come to mind when I say that, you know who you are. He will probably work with you, the guy who created the software. He'll probably work with you if you need some type of special payment arrangement or need it for free for the first. There's some scholarship option. I don't know. Talk to him about it. I'll send you his Discord. You can handle it from there. Um, I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't care if you buy it, if you stare at my screen or whatever. I don't get anything from it. So went over that. So this one on the side here is Iceberg Order Flow, which basically just shows. This is also not an algo box feature, it's something different like that. It just shows you where orders are coming in, and basically constantly it's a volume profile for the order book. So it's like your DOM volume profile style. And the numbers here were nice to see because you can see the percentage of orders that were under the price and percentage of orders that were over the price. So you know if there's a large percentage of orders up here, there's probably some more downward pressure, and vice versa if there's more down here. The green and the red that you see are supply and demand indicators. The lines, the trend lines you see, those come with algo boxes or a certain algo box trend line. The blue and the pink shit you see on the bottom is a different indicator that has to do with time and volume. You see those pink dots, that's when the market starts moving faster. And when the pink is overcoming the blue, you know that the market is moving faster than the volume. So something's really pushing the market. I'll show you guys the actual algo box sometime. My other computer doesn't have a mic, so I could probably mirror screen it in or something, or just record the screen and record myself talking over it or whatever. I really just make these videos when I have the opportunity. But it is cool if you guys like and follow my YouTube, because I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers. My kids will think I'm really cool. If I can say I'm monetized. And I just launched a monetized Twitter too, so you can subscribe to all my alerts now through Twitter at Pitbull of Wall Street. I don't even know my fucking name. Maybe give me 1 second. Watch this shit 2x speed if you have to. I usually talk faster than this. What was I doing? Twitter. Okay, bing, bing, boom. My handle is at Pitbull of Wall ST, so abbreviation for street. Pitbull of Wall Street, which is the ST, not the whole way street. So you can follow me there. You can subscribe to me there if you want. Subscribe to my YouTube. I appreciate it. I'm going to go over all these indicators and how to get them too. So, like I said, these ones just stuck around with Algo Box. The Algo Box features that you see, the best Algo Box features you don't even see. So the best Algo Box features are the double cross, double move, the crosses. There's these order flow crosses that show up. You know, when 2 of these bad boys show up and the market's moving in that direction, it's going to keep moving in that direction. And it's really sexy to see play out, because if things work out, huge success rate on those for big moves. And it gives you the target level where you want to take profits and everything. Hit me up. Comment below, let me know what you need. I'll get you the information for it. And like I said, you can try it out. Some of the features maybe stick around for free afterwards. I don't know. It tells you which direction is favorable. This is just from a fractal perspective, so it kind of gives you an idea of the bigger picture of the market. It gives you all these workspaces that it comes with. So just to go over this specific chart and what indicators I have on here, I'm probably going for. Hopefully you guys enjoy my shit talking bullshit. Alright, so you see I got the speed of tape. This is one that I was saying was not an algo bar feature. That's the one down here that's giving me the pink dots. Supply and Demand Pro, this was also one that is not algo box, but I think algo box has its own supply and demand, so if you want to use that, if you get the algo box, you can. But that's what plus these green and red boxes, which is something I would do anyways in the morning if I didn't have it. It'd save me some time. Speedometer is algo box that comes here. I could set the values, so if I want it to be, you know, to put that X over the screen when it's moving slower than 2 bars a minute, or 5 bars a minute, or 10 bars a minute, I can. And then also if it's moving too fast, so over 111 bars a minute on ES is fucking nuts. So I definitely am not even trying to trade that. Especially if I'm off my meds. Multi-bar build timer. These are the timings that I showed you at the bottom of the screen. This Dow theory. So NCAT is Ninjacators, but I feel like I got that somewhere else. Maybe I'm tripping. Anyways, pretty simple. That's what gives me a much. But similar to the way that AlgoBox takes a fractal perspective and tells me that shorts are favorable, that is also a fractal perspective, and it actually says that we're bullish right now. So the reason being is this market is super choppy right here. It's barely moving. You see the speed of the bars is freaking 0. So yeah, nothing's happening here. It is both shorts favorable and bullish at the same time because nothing's happening. You could catch tiny little scalps if you try really hard, which I'm not going to. You see my P&L for the day, 0. I'll get to that chart next. So, anyways, that Dow theory is right here. I think that one actually might have been free. There's like a Ninjacator. So that's what I'm saying. You can find a bunch of free indicators. You're not going to find anything as cool as AlgoBox. When I show you the real version with all the pre-made workspaces, that's on my other computer, the actual paid version with all the features, you're going to be like, wow, I need that. And there's a 2-week trial that's free. I'd recommend checking it out, seeing if it's something you can get with. And like I said, if you're broke, Vinny will probably work with you. He's a huge asshole at first. He comes across as a huge asshole, but he's a nice dude, I guess. I don't even know him like that, but he seems alright. He's a religious man. Most religious men. Well, I don't know if I should say that or not. People of God, I guess I should, are usually good people. The wait for it is an algo box feature. That's that do not trade feature, part of the psychology. Like that was the original psychology version that has been new and improved 1,000 times over. But one thing you can't see on here is a new feature that he added called the audio box, which is you can hear it. I actually pay for another service called Take Strike. That's $100 a month. That does the same exact thing. So with his, I think he even has a deal with his thing where you can pay $300 a month to get it, and it's paid off after 15, 20 payments or whatever, after like maybe 2 years. So then you can cancel if you don't want it, but keep going if you do. So there's the album box volume profiler. That's the volume profile over here. I would imagine you have to pay for Ninja Trader membership that includes volume profile, order flow, whatever they have to see that. I'm not sure though. Current day opening, high, low, close is something I always pay attention to. So you see this dotted orange line is the open. The dotted red line is the low of the day. You can't see the high of the day. The dotted green line. So levels that, like I said, these are things that I can come in and plot an hour before I start trading or something and waste all my fucking time, or I could just put a little indicator on it and have all my work done for me. Fibonacci pivot points, nice to pay attention to. You'll see those. It says like R1, R2, PP is for pivot point. You can see those. Here's R1 here. S1 here is your first support level, your first resistance level. And those actually coincidentally correspond with supply and demand zones. If you saw some volume come in at the same point, it could really cause some interest around those levels for you. So good to watch. So like, let's say you see the speed picking up, you see the volume picking up. We're approaching this level as it picks up. You see, a bunch of sell orders or a bunch of orders coming above this price, not as much below this price. You're hitting this resistance, this Fibonacci resistance level at the same time that you're hitting the supply level, at the same time that you're hearing the audio sell orders come in, at the same time that the speed's picking up. This is what you want to find. You want to find confluence. You want to find several different indicators. This is why I am an indicator guy now. I'm all for it now, because when you find that confluence among several indicators at the same time, working together as one, that's when the magic happens. And what the real algo box does, the full version of algo box does, is it will find those points of confluence and just plot it on your chart as something really easy, like a yin-yang symbol. There's like a bunch of points of confluence behind it, whether it's like a fib level and a supply and demand level and an Elliott wave level and a private support with a fractal level and blah, 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 blah. Whatever it's got going on in the background there, it'll plot those levels for you right on the chart, so you don't have to even have all these crowding indicators as much. You can really simplify your charts down to, instead of having, just having a dot appear with a cross over it, so that's a headshot and take that trade. Really simplifies some decision making for you, and when you learn, it's really cool to have. So the Wolf Wave is a harmonic. It's actually not showing up on the screen. Oh, let me see if I can find it for you guys. If you're still watching me on YouTube, like and subscribe. There's one. Alright, so you see this red. This is a harmonic pattern that shows reversal signs. That is, I keep saying it's the best feature out of the box. Sounds like I got a hard on for this thing, but really it's just great software. There are some guys that are like, have a real hard on for the thing and just hang all over Vinny's every word. I'm just not that type of guy, but I am the type of guy that finds something useful and will fucking use it. So this is a Wolf Wave. It's very similar to a Shark Harmonic, but Vinny has all the harmonics loaded in Algo Box. Like I said, I'll show you on my other computer when I get a chance. Means who knows when that'll be there. So if you subscribe, you'll definitely won't miss it though. So make sure you do that, fucking assholes. And so at the top here, this is a reversal level. You see this harmonic pattern playing out into a Bollinger Zone on the top of range. And go from there. So it helps you make decisions. Harmonic patterns are now one of my favorite trades. Something I'm relatively newer to. I've probably only been trading with harmonics and learning about harmonics for about a year now. So relatively newer to that one. I'm a big fan of a few trades that I have a ton of conviction behind. And almost in the market, I can pull big triggers on those. So that's the wolf wave indicator. Let's see what else we got. Alright, so the iceberg order spotter. That is the indicator that you see here, but actually some of the main feature of it isn't appearing on this chart, probably because it's an algo bar chart and it's probably set up to work with different types of bars and not algo bars. I'll show you them in the time chart when we get there. So, auto trading range finds ranges that are trade stuck in, and it's great for really short scalps. Range scalps on choppy days are one of the only ways I make money on choppy days if I have the patience for it. So it hits the top of the range here. At the same time, it's hitting the Bollinger Band. Give a little VIX spike with a little extra speed to it. Comes down, boom, hits the bottom of the range here. Comes up, boom, hits the top of the range here. Comes down, doesn't quite get it there, so I might have ended up waiting on that one, maybe get stopped out on a trailing stop or something. But you'll see it'll bounce within this range a lot. So as it approaches either half of the range is when I'm buying or selling. So it approaches here, I'm selling. It approaches here, I'm buying. And then I can just put my stop a couple ticks outside of that range and have a pretty good risk to reward where I can get 10 to 20 ticks in the range and only be risking 5 to 10 ticks on the stop outside of the range. So that's the auto range string. I think I might have paid like $20 or something. Any of these that you really love, comment below. Let me know if you're really interested in it, and or reach out to me on Twitter, Telegram, Facebook, wherever you know me at, and I will try and get that for you. Okay, so VWAP intraday. This is one that I found that is free. That is awesome. That's just this VWAP line. It seems simple, but it's probably the most useful indicator. Algo bar closures, I'm not even sure what that is. Support and resistance zones. So, like these red and blue zones here, I believe that's the algo box feature that says support and resistance zones. If you hear panting in the background, I'm not just tearing pussy up over here. My dog is next to me in bed doing nothing because this market is so fucking boring. I'm ready to fall asleep right now. So make these videos for me. I think that's about it. The channel regulator was just those trend lines I show you that it automatically draws. Chart labeler, I think that's just going to tell you what you're trading. So it has a yes, which, believe it or not, this can actually come in handy because maybe I'm going to just dip my toe in the water in the morning and I'm trying to take a micro ES trade or a micro NQ trade, and I'm accidentally on a full-size contract ES or whatever, and I end up taking the wrong trade. It goes against me, and I'm down a couple $100 to start my day, which is not how I like to start my day. So, a little nice feature there as well. Now, if we dip into the time charts, I'm going to use less algo box features here. But you see, I still use that auto trading range. That's still going here. These yellow dots and green dots are swing low and swing high, which is a indicator that actually comes with NinjaTrader. And so you just find it up in your indicators. It's just telling you a recent low and a recent high. I'm pretty sure you can set how far it's measuring that within the bars. Another one indicator that will tell you, always use RSI just to see if we're getting overbought or oversold. And then I got the supply and demand here. A couple of others that I have on here that I don't have on the algo bar chart would be the iceberg order flow is actually showing up how it's supposed to. So you see these big block orders. These are what you call iceberg orders. So you could set it to however big you want, but this is a 413 size order. This is a 431 contract order. So most retail traders can't trade more than, it's usually 80 contracts. Don't quote me on that. Google it. I've never traded that much to begin with. The most I ever trade is probably like 10 contracts. It's a full size. So I'm pretty sure with most instruments, well, this is on MES right now, but with most full size instruments, you're going to max out your contracts at some point in time as a retail trader. You have to be a professional trader to be able to hit a certain level of contracts, which this would definitely be 413. Now, when retail traders, maybe we have 400 retail traders place one contract orders at a different level. That's going to be a different indicator that I use that's called consensus order flow. So it's kind of saying like what the consensus is. So there's lots of different orders at that price. I'll probably see them less here because this part is much more. You see how slow it's loading up. This is a powerful laptop. This is an i9 beast of a laptop. If there ever was a laptop that's fast, it's shit. Last time I did this, it ruined me. Oh no. Please don't. I have this calculator pop up on my keypad. I could not get it to go away for long, so I have to fuck. Also close that. Still recording. Okay, we're still good to go. Alright, so I guess it might take a minute for the information to start collecting here, but I thought I'd see more orders coming in here because not. Anyways, that iceberg order flow just puts out big orders here, and then you have just sucking energy here trying to record this video while loading all this data from Ninja. Along with all these indicators will slow your computer down. That's probably the biggest negative, as you can see. Also, recording, streaming will slow your computer down. Man, this Ninja totally froze up. So that concludes my story today, people. I don't know why. Alright, cool. Here's the indicator. Cool. So on the time charts, for this freaking thing here, this news events, it was really cool when it worked. Again, that Ninja Trader update kind of fucked it up. But what it do is plot these lines in the background at any time when an event was coming. So at 10:30, you would see a line in the background, and if you hovered over it, it would show you what that event was. So it'd say crude oil inventories or something. Let's say a Fed speaker was coming up here. You hover over it, and you could see that a Fed speaker was about to speak in a few minutes, and you could make better decisions and plan better around those factors. I want to so it's totally frozen. So it might just kick me out of here in a second. It freezes like this. But until it does, I'll keep going. So I got my two EMAs on here, my 9 and my 20. I do like those. I'll see the 50 and 200 on a bigger picture. That's another thing that you should always be doing is you'll see down here I have bigger picture. So I got the 4 hour, the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or the 1 day or the daily. On here I'll be looking at to try and get an idea of what the market's doing. So you'll see here we had a massive move up and just been consolidating off about 3 days. So after that much consolidation, I'm expecting a decent sized move one way or the other. But I'm not going to sit here and obsess over it without the die of boredom. So that's what the larger time frame is telling me now. Every day, this is how you should start your trading. You should look at the giant picture, whether it's daily, 4 hours, or 1 hour to start, and then drop down to like 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute. If you're using algo bars, you can range bars. You can use like 89 range, 40 range, 9 range, 6 range, 3 range. Same with the Rankos, same with the algo bars. You can start big, work your way small. Now you see on the 15-minute chart, you got a giant harmonic here, hitting right here with the perfect reversal shown there. So that would have been a great entry right there. This lighter color here is consensus order flow. So this is where I said a lot of traders have a lot of different orders in right here. So that could be, I believe these are sell orders. A lot of traders have a lot of sell orders here. As we're coming down off of a harmonic filled, as we have an iceberg order block coming here, as we're approaching, or we're way outside of VWAP here. So now we're consolidating right at VWAP on the 15 as well. So you see every chart pretty much shows consolidation. The Dow theory in the top, which is going to give you a fractal view anyways, the same as chopping. So then from the daily 4 hour, 60 minutes, 60 minute, 30 minute, 15 minute, then I could start dropping in my algo bars, 9 algo bars. Gives you a little bit bigger picture. You could also use range bars here, so you're using a 10 range here, the ranker bars. Um, and then these are my entry charts. So then this is where I'm going to enter, so find pinpoint precision in either my 2 algo bars or my 1 minute chart. Right? Let's see what's we got. Up on here again. The VIX trend trader is actually not even showing up, so I don't know about that. I'm using that range indicator here. So the range indicator really comes in handy on different time frames. See that auto trading range. So you got the pink line and the green line here. You can see we chopped around there for a minute. Now that we're outside of there, in between a supply and demand zone, I might start paying attention if the market keeps faster, which it probably is, but apparently my shit's frozen. So I'm not even gonna sweat it. 12.50 on a Friday. Choppy ass day. I'm not trying too much. But if I zoom out here a little bit, you can see the zone's bigger here that we're in. And then if I zoom out even more, you can kind of see a better picture of the zone that we're stuck in right here between 520, 4520, and 4535-ish. So most of those levels did break. Maybe there's some importance there. Also, of course, watching this supply level here is a new place where I just would have drawn a support line. In the past, if I didn't have the indicators do all the work for me. Work smarter, not harder is the way to go. I will say there is something to put them on the chart yourself, because when you do it yourself, um, you're forced to kind of focus in on things and get in the right mindset. So there might be something to say for that. But I definitely prefer having an all-time form. Let's see what else we got. Block order spotter, favorable direction, these are all pretty much stuff that you see. Consensus order spotter, block order spotter, and iceberg order spotter are all from indicators. Those all show up on the side. Like I said, indicators, all their indicators right now are kind of funky acting because of the updates to Ninja Trader. There's one thing I will support Algobox in over indicators and most other indicator developers or programmers. They're not going to stay on top of it the way that he does. So it's cool having a small team and a small business with good support and things that it's going to stay on top of it. So like I said, if you're interested in any of these indicators, if you're interested in getting the Algo Box trial for 2 weeks, let me know in the comments or reach out to me wherever you know me from, and I'll be happy to get that for you. If you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, follow, comment, let me know what's up. Let me know if you want videos on anything specific, if you're curious about anything I talked about in this video, you want me to dive deeper into anything, any indicators or anything, let me know. Whenever I get some free time and the market's boring as shit like it is today, I'll hop on here and make some videos for you guys. Try and drop some gems if I got any for you. So until next time, y'all. Peace.